Welcome back to Plastic Models by a Regular Dude and the Tamiya M41 Walker Bulldog weathering experiment project for the beginner series mostly. So I left off on the last video with the mud on the lower part of the vehicle, so now I can begin weathering the upper part of the vehicle like I did the turret using oils. And just as a quick note, these oils have been sitting out for a week on this card, and they are still, once you bust through the crust, it's pretty funny, it's still good underneath, so it's not really being wasteful. You might waste a little tiny bit, but you know, stuff's gonna last forever. So anyway, so I'm gonna start doing that same method, putting dots of my colors on there, and then using a moistened brush to scrub them in to give it a good dusty, dirty appearance, yet random. So I'm going to start working on that, and you will most likely hear a hissing, buzzing sound in the background. That is my portable air conditioning unit, and considering it is currently 9:56 p.m. and it is 99 degrees Fahrenheit outside, it is quite hot here, so it's supposed to be really hot. So I'm gonna be running my air conditioner. If the hissing is annoying, well, I am sorry, but you know, I'll try and speak loudly and clearly enough where you can hear it, and just don't mind the buzzing or hissing in the background. Anyway, so I'm gonna get started on that. I'm gonna do a little bit, I'll come back, show you what I've accomplished so far, maybe demonstrate a little bit of it again. So I'm gonna get started on that. Alright, as you can see, I've got quite a bit done all around the edges. I've stopped right here to demonstrate once again what I'm doing. So I'm taking just a little bit of the white, putting a few dots here and there. And there's a lot of people that do this type of stuff, and they can, I mean, they're just good at it. I may be choking out here, but it seems to be working. I don't know if this is the way to do it, or if it's unorthodox, or what the deal is, but let's put some dots here and there. Hopefully I didn't put too much, but if I did, it's something that can be removed. Wet this with some clean odorless thinner, get most of it off, and then just start scrubbing it on here. It's almost kind of like a, I don't know if this is actually, I guess it is dot filtering, I don't know. I mean, I mentioned it in one of the other videos. I'm just kind of not sure if what I'm doing is actually a dot filter, but it almost seems like a cross between oils, using oils and dry brushing, one of the old school methods, but it works really good. I think, you know, it gives a lot of variation in the color and the dusty effect, and you know, it doesn't look uniform by any means. I used to dry brush stuff way back in the day, and it just always came out too uniform. It wasn't, for lack of a better term, splotchy enough, and this gives a little more random splotchy effect. And you know, there's some spots that are wider than others, and again, this is going to be some stuff that may be blended together with some light airbrushing. So, you know, I've done it on the sides, but I'm going to put some more mud on there, so I'm not going to get too crazy with it. But that's really all there is to it. It's pretty stinking easy. And once I get all this done, I'm going to be doing some streaking effects as well, but I'll demonstrate those later. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish doing the dot stuff on the rest of this upper hole part here and the fender, and then I'll come back and we'll start working on some of the other weathering effects. All right, so here's where I am thus far. I finished up the weathering on the hull front. I need to do this, but I'm going to do something different on this, and I will demonstrate that here in a little while. So the weathering, the first stage of the weathering on the upper hull and on the turret is complete. So the next part I'm going to do is the detail painting. So I need to paint the spare track links, I need to paint the tools, I need to paint the exhaust in a rust color, then I need to paint the periscope, the periscopes here on the side of the commander's cupola. And that should, oh, and then the straps on the fuel cans here, and that should take care of the detail painting. Then from there, oh, and the headlights, I got to do something with the headlights. But then from there, then I can go on to the next stage of weathering. So I'm going to call this video quits right here, and get this posted up, and then I can move on to the next. The next part. So that's it for this video. Thanks for joining me on Plastic Models by a Regular Dude. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, anything, please put them in the comments section below, and I will respond as quickly as I can. So until next time, see you all later.